Hi everyone, welcome back to Chicago. I'm Pushpa, your host here at JLL Live at the Disrupt CRE conference. And my next guest is Ho-Chun Ho, who's our global head of data governance and management.
Yes.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, that's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, so and you do that for a lot of our corporate clients, right?
Yes.
And it's around data and analytics, but
Yes.
tell me about what that really means. And how does that help us in terms of like a competitive advantage for companies?
Yes. So basically, we help our clients manage their data. It's a very difficult thing to explain to my mom what I do for a living.
Same here.
Yes, you know exactly what it is. So basically, what that means is that we want to manage the
Hi,
client's
Mom,
data better.
by the way, I know you tried.
Yeah. So in data governance, people usually talk about managing data like a corporate asset, just like a computer or a server. And then a more recent thing is we want to manage data to gain competitive advantage. And you see more and more companies are talking about managing data to make it actually a service or product. And if you think about companies like Walmart or Google, people would think of them as data companies. We certainly see that in our clients in the corporate solution world. More and more clients are coming to us to tell us that they want to be a data company that happens to do certain things.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And so how, when we talk about them being able to do it as a competitive advantage, how are they making that a reality?
Yeah, it's a
What are the steps?
it's a very exciting thing. It's particularly difficult. I guess even at this Disrupt CRE, we would hear people talking about artificial intelligence, virtual reality, robotics, all these exciting technology, machine learning. Really what it comes down to is we have to transform from using data to report on hindsight, meaning let's look at how we did it, and focus more on foresight. That's how we look into the future, the forecast, the predictions. But really, winning companies are actually focusing on insight.
Okay.
What do I need to know now? And make actionable insight available to the workers. So if you think of a Google map when you drive, right? Or any GPS, it's tremendous data behind it, but it's giving you insight to make you smart, to enable you to make smart decisions.
Right.
Yeah. So certainly that's our job to make sure that we can help our clients do that, make that kind of decisions using insight. The one interesting thing is that we have seen different levels of sophistications.
Right.
Some companies are very much into smart buildings, Internet of Things, but we also have an industry study about the CRE industry, which basically says that 1/3 of the companies are still managing their portfolios on spreadsheets.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, in talking to our clients are telling me that the number is probably underestimated.
For you, the number,
Yeah.
entire portfolios.
Yes. Probably half of our industry peers are probably managing portfolios on spreadsheets.
And for the others, or why would that be? Because I think we've talked about this a little bit. And I think we have a graphic to show some of our audience here in terms of like what are the right steps? Because we've talked about how everybody has information.
Yes.
But how come everybody can't do the same stuff with it?
Right. So in order to deliver the insight or even report on good hindsight and predictions, our mission is fairly simple. It's to make the data available, the right data in the right form at the right time to the right users. And the users in the future can be robots, right?
Good point.
Yes. So if you look at that vision, it's actually fairly simple, but underneath each of the topics, the right data, right time, right format, right users, there are actually a number of pretty sophisticated techniques or expertise you need to have. Master data management, metadata management, reference data management. I can give you all these jargons, but basically that's what my team does to help the clients master these techniques.
And what's your advice for that the 33% or possibly even higher, right, that aren't leveraging their data and see that change as a really overwhelming thing?
If you think about those companies that are still managing their portfolios on spreadsheet, they ask me the question all the time, like, how can we take advantage of machine learning, Internet of Things? That seems so far away from us. I would actually argue that those are the best candidates to embrace the disruptions or the innovations, or they can
because
be
they haven't
disruption.
had to spend all this money and
Exactly.
say, let me
Yes.
show the return on investment,
Yes.
right? They can just
Yes.
dive right into what other
Yes.
people have already done.
Yes, it's very similar to if you think about the internet, the landline internet adoptions in developing countries versus the developed countries where they have a lot of landline infrastructures. Wireless becomes a harder thing to adopt because you're still paying for
Right.
your investment.
And so if they aren't embracing that
Yeah.
and aren't doing that, then why? What's the biggest challenge for them?
Because managing data is really hard, right? All these terminology I just used, you do need to spend the time to understand it.
And I think, if you don't mind, I think
Yeah.
when we had talked a
Yeah.
while back, right, you had talked about how there's three main steps of gather, manage, analyze,
Yes.
and it has to be in that order, right?
Yes.
And manage is where a lot of people have that issue.
Yes, traditionally, we manage data by a pretty simple three-step process: gather, manage, and analyze. If you think about the tremendous volume of data coming towards us, a newer way of dealing with the new data is gather, analyze, and then you decide if you want to take the time or money, spend the money to manage. Now, this is a new paradigm that many of our clients don't really understand.
Right.
So we need to bring that message to them and help them decide which technique is going to use on what data.
Well, I appreciate all your insights, Ho-Chun.
Yeah.
And it was nice talking to you
Yeah.
again.